That's not what I wanted. There we go. I'm out of touch. G'day, people. How are you? Welcome to the Wacky Weekend with myself, the Sunnut Artie, and, of course, my mate Anthony Dodge here. We're here to try to entertain you guys for the next hour.
Hello to everybody in chat and to those not in chat. Hello to them. Even though they will never hear it, I'll say hello to them anyhow. So that they can be the ones that are rude bastards and not polite like me.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'll go quicker to the list. Excuse me. G'day, Chris. You got the cookie again. You got to fight the rabbit for the cookies and the cupcakes.
But see, that's a misnomer already. Everybody goes into a chat and they're like, first. No, the person setting up the chat is the first one in. Period.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I mean, hey, if you want the cookie, come and get it. And then you got to fight the rabbit for it.
So there you have it. Artie is offering you his cookies.
Yeah, but you got to get it off the rabbit first.
And the winner gets Artie's cookies.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up in fiction, people. Only in reality.
Oh, yeah. G'day, Dwight. Rix, how are you? Nice to see you in here again. I haven't seen you for a while. Jerry, hello. Hopefully you're getting better there, mate. I saw you in your stream yesterday briefly. You're looking well, buddy. Those nurses look like they looked after you better than what my nurses looked after me. Ohio Steel, Steam Steel. I can't read, dumb Aussie. Yeah, who else we got? Les from up north. And shall we sing it together or should I just sing it? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Thomas. That's all you're going to get out of me, mate. And I'm just going to create another storm over here from my singing. Hot Dog Andy, how are you? Welcome here. Nice to see you up here this time of the night.
I'm going to have to call the cops around.
No, not again. I don't need another visit from them this week. I really don't.
We heard there was somebody screaming in pain in here. No, officer, I was just singing.
Yeah, but we don't need the cops to visit my place again this week. I already had the visit from them this week, which I'll get back to shortly. Sparky, how are you?
Hey, Sparky. And
yeah, well, it looks like I'm going to have an afternoon nanny nap just so I can get in with Andy's live stream tonight.
Andy and Dwight and Les and Chris and everybody.
Listering cookies. The rabbit loves. Oh, yeah, she loves them. But you're lucky, Les. She likes you. And she loves your shoelaces too. Well, of course, Les has already met Pixie. G'day, Plumber. How are you, buddy?
Right. Hey, Stephen. How are you?
I had a sort of an interesting week this week. Of course, running around to all the appointments and everything else. And I'm looking into doing a bit of something new. G'day, Stormy. How are you? It's going to be mixed into two hobbies in one. Ramon, how are you? I bought a telescope the last couple of weeks. And I bought it for two reasons. One, I like looking up in the stars and whatnot, particularly when I go further out west. The sky and whatever is up there fascinates me. Race fan, how are you? And the other reason why I got the telescope, apparently I can attach my phone to it with the camera on it, and I actually want to shoot up into the corner of the hill which is not far from me. Les will know where it is. is the Moss Vale line. There's a tunnel that goes through the mountain, and of course we can't get to it. We physically can't get to it unless you get arrested and whatnot for trespassing.
Yeah, because you would never do anything like that.
Oh, of course not. I would not do that. No.
Trespassing, even though I have the photo evidence, but that's a different story.
Yeah, but that guy got his facts right. G'day, Wigwag. How are you?
No, I'm talking the other part, a certain fence that you're not supposed to be on a certain side of, and you were on a certain side of a fence as you were talking to your streamer saying, I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh, that part. Yeah, but...
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay, yeah, but that wasn't as bad. It's not busy. It's not active as such as what this is. This is the main line, and there's already been a lot of runaway.
Well, Artie, most people that trespass and break into places prefer to do it when those places aren't busy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that depends on who's on there. You know, race fan. Who did I say? Oh, Wigwag. How are you, bud? But I was like sitting down here, you can visually see it, and I tell you what, it makes a real neat shot as you see the trains disappearing into the mountain or coming out. Papa John, how are you? So I bought this telescope. Let me get it for you.
And there you have it. He abandons his chair of command again.
I'm not that far away. Just a simple little telescope.
You know, for a split second, that looked like a rocket launcher. Ooh, it's one of those James Bond ones. It is a telescope and a rocket-propelled gun.
It's not a bad little telescope. I'm still learning how to use it. But it's been 2 issues.
Audie.
The weather's been crap. The last few nights we've actually had that beautiful southern lights coming out from the south. I missed that because we've been had overcast weather and whatnot. But during the day, particularly during daylight, it's good and interesting to learn how to use it. And of course, you've got different. So here I am at the front step because I can't do nothing at the back. And I've got the telescope, learning how to zoom in and focus and get a reference point. So for those who've seen some of my videos, when I videotape in front of my place, there's a high school to the right-hand side. So the telescope was pointed in, g'day Randall, in that direction. Randall. Now, on top of the hip, but I wasn't zooming into the school. Is she blonde or brunette? Brunette, actually, Rex. Oops.
My favorite.
Oh yeah, mine too. Oh, she is quite nice too. She just lives across the road there. But we got 1, 2, 3 water tanks on top of the hill. So use them as bullshit. He gave me the trouble. Anyway, because for those who have used a telescope, it's all to do with the angle. So I've got it zoomed in to one of the water tanks up there, watching away and learning how to use a different eyepieces and whatnot. Next minute, I had the boys in blue turn up. Apparently, and this is the funny thing, people surmise that you're doing something that you're not. Someone reported me and saying I'm looking at the young girls over there and the kids over there at the high school. It's like, no, I'm just at the reference point on the mountain. And when they had a look at it, they go, oh, yeah, okay, carry on, see ya. One of my neighbours were wondering what the hell was going on. And, of course, talking about the brunette, yeah, she lives across the other side of the park in one of the commission high rises. They're like the ones that you've seen there in the UK, Anthony. Andy will know.
Just finish this story because we'll talk about the brunette next.
Yeah, well, coming to well, we got those 2-story buildings, like what they got in the UK.
Artie had been, in fact, that's why Artie got the telescope. He had been admiring the brunette.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's starting to regret the telescope now because he found out the brunette also had a telescope.
Yeah, but her telescopes actually needs a magnifying glass on it.
And he wasn't happy seeing it pointed at him.
No. Anyway, we're at the tobacco shop getting my cigarettes, and he's like, got me into it. Go, he's peeking at your bathroom window. She goes, oh, that's all right. I'm pointing it into his bedroom. Boom. But yeah, anyway, I've got the telescope. When the weather clears, I am going to start trying to get some good shots from that. What's your favourite food? Trainmaster.
Trainmaster 900 has, or is it 9,000? Trainmaster 9,000 likes to ask a lot of favorite questions.
Oh, okay. I like my chocolate brownies, and I suppose my favorite is, I've got to say, spaghetti bolognese would be my favorite. Or steak Diane. Steak with Diane. And the restaurant that we're going to go to, they bake a beautiful steak Diane. I tell you what, it's to die for almost. But I know you just don't like your steak plain and whatnot.
I thought for sure you'd be talking about your roasted brisket. You always talk about it.
Brisket, I do enjoy, but it takes too long to make. And of course, it's a bit hard to eat it without your teeth.
Trainmaster 9,000. I don't know. I've never seen your act before.
What did I miss out on there?
He asked, "Can he tell a joke?" So
yeah, sure, go for it.
Can I tell a joke? I don't know. I've never seen your act before. Hey, Eric, how are you?
You want to see a good joke here, Trainmaster? I'll show you right now. Here's the big joke of the day. This one right here. Well, and then the following act is this guy.
Well, the following act is usually the headliner, which is weird because this is your show.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm just the co-host.
I'm
the assistant executive MC. Hey, Ray Bertelson, how are you?
Yeah. The king's on fire. Is he burning again? What did the kangaroo had?
What did that kangaroo have for its last meal?
Okay, what did it have? Go on. I've got to listen to. I've got to hear this one. G'day, Randall.
Come on, I can't do drum roll that long.
Wait. Five guys. Ah. Okay, I thought it would have been the three brothers, but that's another. Yeah.
I thought it would involve something like hopping, or
Well,
like what did Dolly Parton have for her last meal? Hooters.
Yeah, I never know.
Something in that vein.
Yeah.
I guess I'm missing the connection between a kangaroo and five guys.
Yeah, I'm sure I am too, but you'll sink into it. But three brothers, yeah, because I know with the three brothers, it's actually wine producers here in Australia, and they make some really, really good wine. And I can see them fighting the kangaroos for the grapes, so I can see that. Yeah. Anyway, this week I just about finished all my cars. I'm just putting the shells on the last lot. Fancy white posts. Yeah, that's right, Les. I've just about finished all my R cars. I'm doing the last sets now. I will have the video out sometime this week. Now, that'll be it for the building. I'll start cleaning up in here and trying to get some sort of normality.
That dirty word.
What's that?
Cleaning up in the train room.
Train room's not too bad. The train room is not too bad. It's out here that's a mess. And I've got 6 months. I've got roughly about 7 months to get it all sorted.
I've got 36 hours to get my train room damage proofed.
Oh, okay. All right. We won't be here for long. So what are they actually going to be doing down there?
I am having new windows installed through most of my house. And so they announced, they called us Thursday and said they're coming Monday morning and they're going to start in the basement. So there are 5 windows in the basement, but there are 2. There's one right there above that flag, right where you can see my Delmenhorst station.
Yeah.
Right there. So that window's coming out. So I got to get that all protected because Lord knows what they'll chip out, break, or decide to throw on the table.
Nathan.
Or set down, which that would be the heartbreak side. But I got to clear that because there isn't a lot of space back there to walk. And then they're taking out that window. And as you can see, I got 2 shelves of trains plus my high-speed trains up. I'm in the really bad shaky hand. I've got my high-speed trains below that, plus I've got my Bremen station side over there. So I've got to get, those are all going in boxes, tubs, and going under the table. And then the high-speed trains are going to be parked in the middle of the table back here, because hopefully that'll be out of harm's way. And then we're just going to put some plastic tarps over everything with signs saying fragile, and I will fucking kill you if you damage anything. Pardon my language. I'm in a blue language mood. You can tell I'm uptight or nervous when I'm cussing like I am.
Look, I will be too. I mean,
and they haven't done anything wrong, and they're good friends of the family. But I'm just really uptight because, yeah.
Well, it's not just that. Like I know, like with my experience here, they are like particularly the European trains, the market trains, are actually expensive. Let me see. Nathan's asked me a question here. Artie, how many F7s do you see where you live? The ones I could use every day for freight service. I know where I live, they are hardly ever run because of they're historical. Okay. The closest thing we got to the F7s here, they don't come down here very often. They're privately owned. They may come down occasionally, but because it's so mountainous, they do not really come down here. Our F7s will be the the 40 the S class and the 42 classes, all the bullnose engines. They're actually based on the F7. We don't have the F7s as such. That's right, Liz. But our streamliners are based. The MD ones are based off the F7, but instead of being a Bobo axle configuration or a Coco axle configuration. So instead of being 4 axles, they're actually 6 axles. And they're a little bit lower. They're lower by roughly about 4 feet lower in height, shorter, should I say, in height.
Bobo, Cocos. Sounds like a common convention.
Yeah, but we got Bam Bam down. How long is your train line? Yeah, which one? We got 2 here.
Hey, is that code? No, I'm sorry.
The main yard that we got in Port Kembla main staging yard, that's That's roughly about 1.5 kilometers long. The one in actually it's 2 kilometers long.
Mile and a third.
Mile and a third, yeah. And
sorry, I'm just translating.
Yeah, the Greenjewel Yard. That's about 600-700 meters long. I don't know what that's in imperials.
About half a mile.
About half a mile. And then we got the big balloon loop in the coal staging area. G'day, Tammy and Ray. Where we got the grain trains and the coal trains come in. That's roughly about 3 miles when it takes the complete loop. The F7s and the E6s and the E7s. Yeah, they're actually based on the Les. They're based on the F7s. So out of those 3 yards, we technically got 3 yards in here on the main line. The one in Sydney, I don't know how big it is anymore. I haven't been up to the yards in Sydney. The original one that they did have was a combination. I think I showed it last week's stream where we had the D-Let Enfield, where we had the loco facility. Next to there, they had
There's Robin.
Hello, Robin. They did have a rail yard next to it, and that was roughly about 4 miles in total.
Hello, Charlie.
Yes, that's right, Robin. We did have 2 F7s. They were up in Mount Newman. There is still one out there, but they do not work anymore. They have restored one of them. They do family Christmas sort of runs with it. There was a British steam engine out there too, which I need to find out which one it is. It did get sent back to the UK at the time when the Flying Scotsman was coming out. G'day, John. How are you? So, yeah, those are the only F7s that we did have here in Australia, but there's only one surviving. The rest of them the other one was scrapped or sent back. We did have some SP engines out there on trial as well with the big tunnel engines, big EMD 45s, I think they were. They were out there for a little while. Great. Thank you. That's the one. Yeah, that's the steam engine I was after. Yeah, because that was the UK engine that was actually bought by the people that owned the mine and brought out. But it ended up going back to the UK. About the time when the Flying Scotsman came out here. G'day, Train Video Productions. How are you?
All right, the fastest train I have right now, they're all equal because none of them are moving. But the fastest train I have, both in reality and by model, is my German ICE3. Which can get up to 280 kilometers, which is about 180 miles an hour.
Is that scale speed?
Depends on how much LSD the driver's taking, but yeah.
Oh, well, of course, yeah. We don't encourage that much here, do we? No, of course not.
We don't need to encourage it. It's needed.
Adi, have you ever been to England before? I have not been to England, but I actually have. Ever since I've seen a discovery there, and it was thanks to this guy here next to me. Yeah, I'm pointing at you, and a few of the other guys on the English channel. Look, nothing against you guys. You guys are fantastic. I've actually seen there is a sister engine of the South Bulli. The South Bulli engine that's up the road here in Coromandel. I have showed pictures of it before. There is a sister engine that was made from the same company, still running in one of the museums. I think it was up to Yorkshire, up that way, somewhere in the UK. And I tell you what, I want to go and see it. I want to see it run live. So
all right,
that
good
is
night, Train Master. Hopefully you didn't mind us kidding around here. We've been silly.
Yeah, of course. That's why we call it the Wacky Weekend. We can be silly here. That new private line can run Yankee. That's right, yeah, because it's different. They don't have size restrictions. Thanks for clarifying that with Americans there, Les. In Australia, did the 85 class ever double head with the 46? I say it would have. It could have. I have seen the 85 with the 86s when they used to come down here to Steelworks, when they used to bring in the coal on a regular basis. I used to see them down here at the coal loader. And they used to switch them out. But I haven't seen the 85 and the 46 they may have. I don't know. I cannot vouch for that, but who knows? One of the videos that I've got, you probably see it. One place where you may discover that is Trainspotting with Barry. He has got a lot of old videos up and around Sydney area. So if he's got a footage of it, or one of his followers got a footage of it, that's where you'll see. Yes, there is only just one that's in existence here in Australia, Nathan.
Well, you know, they tried to double the F7s, but they had to stop that program because they kept losing the results. Every time they would double the F7, they would disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it became F14s and they flew off and wouldn't take the freight with them.
Boom, boom.
Thank you. Try the veal.
Yeah. Two kids. Well, yeah, well, that's what he talks with the two cabs looks like F7. Yes, the B class down in Melbourne, which is down the sides, down in south in Melbourne. Yes, it does look like the F7, and it is based on the F7. Again, they are lower in height, and they've got a different actual configuration. The engine in those engines is exactly the same as what you'll find in F7.
Hello, Ken Amos.
The B class is longer. That's right. When I get back in the train room shortly, actually, I do have the 421. That's also based on it. I'll put them side to side, and you'll see the difference. I'll see if I can. I don't know if I've got an F7 handy. Actually, I'll give you a comparison. I'll see if I can find a photo. Gauge is smaller than. Yeah, that's right. Our loading gauge is a lot smaller than the US. Our system, particularly here on the East Coast, like in New South Wales and Victoria, the middle state where I am, and the state to the south, a lot of their regional railway system was based from the UK design. Of course, as you know, Australia was occupied by the English. Let me see if I can find a photo of when I had my two engines together.
Hi, Ian.
Might take a little bit of time. I did have a photo there once upon a time.
No, Nathan, I was making a very bad joke.
Yeah, well, we know what he's like, you know. we like to joke around a bit, so don't take things too seriously. Or they're Nathan. We just like to have a bit of fun, you know that.
And I take pride. Bad joke or good joke, they're still a joke.
Yeah,
if I get a groan or I get a laugh, it's all the same. It's like interactions on YouTube. You get a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a comment. It's all interaction, and it's the analytics.
Yep. Just seeing if I can find a photo, because all photos everywhere. I did try to sort them all out, but of course I hadn't. No. Backup pictures. Now let's go back to the portable drive. Might be in here.
Here's another bad joke. Are you ready for it while you're looking something up?
Yeah, go for it.
Somebody just mentioned it. What's the difference between getting a Dear John and a John Deere?
What?
In one, you lose your girl. In the other, she takes the kids with her.
Love it. Classic. Good one. Not in that. In this one. Why is it when you know you got it and you're looking for something you can't find it? I really got to sort my camera photos out a bit better. Oh, might be in this one. Is in that one? Not in that one. Okay. Sorry, people. I'm just trying to find the photo. It's not there either. Okay. It's gone missing. And you know what? As soon as I'm not on here, as soon as I saw it the other day, believe it or not. While I was going through my my videos.
Now, what Artie doesn't know is we've gotten into his computer and changed all his file names and locations. Let's see how long it takes before he punches his computer.
Oh no, I can't afford to do that.
Hello, Terry's Trains Down Under.
G'day, Terry's. How are you, bud? Bugger. Where is it? It might be in this one. No, it wouldn't be in that one. No, it's got to be in this one here. It's got to be in this one here. Hang on, people. I'm getting there slowly. Oh, I give up. I will have to do another comparison. I'll have to do another comparison shot. But you will actually see the difference in the actual height. There is in one of my YouTube videos where you can actually see I've got the dash 8 in the middle of it and the Australian logos on either side. You see a lot of American, mate. For example, the ones you... Yes, do I see a lot of them? Okay, we do have a lot of them here that is based on them. With a lot of the modern engines that you will see, they've actually got the same engine in it. They've got the same electronic components in it. The only thing that's different in them is the look.
They run on Vegemite. No, I'm sorry.
And that too. Yeah, but they got that's right, Liz. They got different what do you call it? Different cabs, and they're a little bit longer too. Like if you have a look at the dash, like the SD70s that we got here, our versions, they've still got this standard square cab, but they're actually longer, and you'll see there's no rear step and no front step because they're so long.
But this is how it happens. We send locos down there, and the Australians look at it and go, that's not a cab. This is a cab. And they pull out a bigger one and put it on.
Yeah, more comfortable.
Then they put another couple of shrimps on the bobby and open up a can of Foster's.
No. We got another one, and it's called VB or Tuies.
And they have to have pictures of Paul Hogan in every new cab they put on.
Actually, a lot of us don't mind Paul Hogan. He's not a bad guy.
Or Kylie Minogue. That one's probably more preferred.
Okay. Let's see.
Australian for shite. I'm sorry.
Let's see. I think I would have. No, that's not. I don't want settings, Goose. I should be able to pull up.
Get to what you're going. I'm running out of bad jokes real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
The computer sort of updated itself. Actually, this video here would have it. Hang on. Okay, let me just. I'll share this one up. Let me kill the volume in it. Oh, actually, no, I'll keep the volume. This is a double 2 class.
Pistols apart, waiting for food.
Okay, this one's for you, Nathan. This will give. Did you ever see the Flying Scotsman? Okay, as close as I've got to the Flying Scotsman, would have been like from here to basically across the road from my place, and it was behind a mesh fence. That's as close as I got to it. But I had raced it up and down the Hume Highway a few times. I gave it a run for its money when I used to drive the truck, because I have seen it run along the Sydney-Melbourne railway line, but over in the Victorian side. What's that? Buckley, Sex and DU? No, thank you. Not
he's
today.
advertising a new. No, he mentioned earlier that he's pissed as a fart, waiting for food.
Oh, okay.
That's got to be one of those English little turn of a phrase, because I'm thinking pissed and fart. If your fart is pissed, see a doctor.
Liverpool, bad indeed. No, I'm not going to Liverpool jokes here. I remember what happened last time. Okay, we weren't presenting, that's right. Okay, they'll go like this. Okay, this is what we call a TT class. It's based on. It's one of the first one that was based on the SD. Come on, the SD70. Oh, what that? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is drunk in UK parlance. But if you explain that right away, then it takes away the fun of the joke.
And there's another one on the other end of this train, so you'll get to see it. And you see how, hang on, let me.
Hey, that train's going backwards.
Yeah. Let me just back it up. This is one of the earlier ones that they did, but as you see, there, Nathan, it's like different cab, but the actual engine and the components in it is exactly the same as the American ones. ACUs, etc., run in Newcastle. Yeah, the first lot that came out, Liz, yeah. The Canadian built ones, yeah, they're very hard to pick out. You've got to look at basically the numbers on them. We do have the Gevo versions come out as well. The same body style as you see on this engine here, but the cooling fans are a little bit different. The cooling fans are a little bit different, but the shell itself almost looks identical, and you really got to pick it out. The only way you can pick out is basically by the numbers on them. I will get some more shots, so if you keep an eye out on it on my videos and look through some of my Fun Day videos, Nathan, you'll actually see it. Actually, one of the earlier ones I was up there the other week. No, that's not what I want. That was doing the
Hot dog pilot Andy says it looks like they're Fuglies over in the UK. I don't think it looked anything like Charles or his wife.
No, not that one.
Camilla.
Oh, that. Yeah. I'm missing a folder here. 93. No. Ouch. I don't know where's my.
Hey, JD.
Actually, this one might have the photos.
Good night, Eric. Take care.
Good night, Eric. No, that's not it. That's not it either. I've got them all mixed up again, haven't I? Okay, let me just have a look at. Here we go. Okay, here's one. Let me share this video up. This shot here. Let me get in the picture. I'm not as quick on this as some are.
Ain't that the truth?
Kendra, we're gonna have to sort that. We're gonna have to sort that matter out very, very soon. In share screen. Okay, here you go, Nathan. This is a common shell that they use now. With the actual locomotive, so we'll use both, like the NR class would. They're actually a copy of the NR class, which was the first lot. The NRs are based off the -9s, and they use that as a you can say what the off the shelf sort of model, and they work around that. G'day, James Dundas. How are you?
Hello, James Galton. How are you?
But yeah, they have got American running gear in them and American components. Hey, Wigwag. Did you see the first battery-powered cement truck in Australia went up in front? The one down in Melbourne, yeah. One of the local companies, he did use the electric or the battery-powered truck, and it lasted all about 2 weeks, and they got rid of it. Yeah, that's right, Robin. It is. Yeah, they got rid of. It lasted like 2 weeks. They said that the electric trucks got at a range of 500 k's. Now, like Les and Robin and those that has been here, they will know that it's very hilly. They were lucky to get 300 kilometers range from it, and they got rid of it. I'll show this video. This is of one of the raw clinker trains up in the Southern Highlands. Now, what they've started doing on that line now, in particular, because the way they run between the two cement plants and into the quarries, instead of unhooking the engine and running around the train, they have an engine on both sides now, so they work on a push-pull configuration to save time on switching, particularly on those lines like from about Mossvale and all the way into Sydney. They try to give the passenger trains priority over freight. So if there's a gap, they want that freight train to get out of its way as quickly as possible. Down at Philadelphia CS6 subdivision. You know what, train production, those engines, they had them run over in the US. With those locomotives, okay, the emissions won't be right, but I mean, they'll fit in through Possamboyo, how are you? They would happily go in through the Hudson Tunnel, for example. Because of height difference and whatnot, they'll fit straight in underneath it with no modification. So yeah, train video production. That's the joys of, well, that's the advantage of the heights that we have with our trains here. Who else did I skip up in? The 40 class is a nice engine. I believe that's the only one that hasn't been modified to fit in our state. The Victorian government, a lot of its diesels were close to us. But when you have a look at the equipment that's in South Australia and start going west, that's when you start getting closer to the American dimensions, particularly when you have the bud cars, motorized bud cars. In South Australia and West Australia, they didn't modify them. They were actually imported direct from the US or Canada, wherever they were made there, and brought over here and put into service, where the ones that ran here, they were actually made here under license, so they can actually fit in the tunnel system. Yeah, JD, g'day, how are you? Ron Moen, how are you? They changed the cab on the 40 class. Oh, did they? Well, yeah, of course, because typical North Americans, because they can't make up their bloody minds on which side to put the controls on, you know. Here they are thinking, you know, since the Aussies have got the steering wheel on the right, we'll put all the train controls on the right. When Australia had it all on the left. What a mess up that was. Yeah, some nut Artie. Yeah, new name this week. Yeah. You learn a lot from me. Oh God, you're a poor bugger there. Train video productions. You learn not to do things that I do. Good. But every railroad has its own specification. Because if you go to Europe, again, a lot of the Europeans, okay, they're slowly standardising throughout the different countries, but even over there, they have their standards and their heights, and they do it for a particular reason, whether it be engineering, where it is for freight. Along my line here, we don't have super long freight trains. The longest freight train we get once in a while will be about 60 cars long, and that's only because it's doing a deviation from the main Sydney Melbourne line. Like that last video, that's the main Sydney Melbourne line. When that section is closed and those freight trains, except for that one that was there, the actual container trains from interstate, that would actually come down through Wollongong in my area and then go up the mountain. And that's one of the reasons why I got this, so I can actually get a shot of it snaking around the path going up the mountain. And it's amazing to see it snake around, and there's a lot of cliffs up there. Liz will know what I'm talking about. Which you'll notice they don't have any handrails down the side of the locos. The regional ones didn't. A lot of our regional, that's right, a lot of our regional locomotives that we had, like the Alcos and some of the hooded engines that we had here, they didn't have handrails on the side. They actually had bolted up on the actual shell of the engine. Now they actually have got handrails on it. But times have changed. Safety's changed. Are you still planning? I'm going to
Serbia, maybe.
In Serbia, yeah. Yeah, that's in Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in Bosnia. I'm going to have a busy mid-year next year, but I do want to go over there and have a visit. I have to finalise my injury, and of course, I've got the lawsuits, finalising the lawsuits next year, mid-next year, so I'm going to be very, very busy. Happy Valley, how are you next year? I am going to be busy, particularly towards the end of June, July, because I got a notification from the lawyers the other day. At the end of June, July is when we start doing all the finalisation on my payout and what's going to happen. After that, I will make a decision. I would like to get, I was hoping to be able to get a 52 class steam engine that's like that Nathan, with that hobby shop where I go to up here in the escarpment, but he's for $700 for that engine. No, I'm not. I'm not paying that much. I got more important things at the moment that I need to spend my money on than trains itself, plus storage is a premium. I do have intentions of coming over there to get over to Amherst this year or next year, in the beginning of next year. I have got plans on that. So at the moment, I really, really have tightened my expenditure. I don't know if you guys noticed, I have not bought any new trains in a while.
So Amherst, you've been put on warning.
Yeah, so
you have time to prepare your defenses.
Yeah. Artie, I'm not familiar with UK trains. Why do they have the tapered roofs?
Hot dog pilot?
Yeah, hot dog pilot. Go on. Andy, you can answer that one. You're the UK specialist, not me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they can be. It all depends on the service. It all depends on the service and the timetable. They're hoping up again to the 3.6 kilometres, but I think after what they've visualised what's going on in the United States, it's not going to happen. There will be too much of a bottleneck. At Sydney, there's still a bit of a bottleneck. North of Sydney and Newcastle, it needs a dedicated line.
Over 2 mile long trains?
Artie, what do you usually deliver when you're a truck driver? And is it easier to like trains when
cocaine?
I think sugar. Get it right. Sugar.
Sorry, sugar.
Yeah. Sugar. That's right.
Sugar. Very, very, very expensive sugar, not to be used in your cooking.
Well, look, not everybody likes it. Look, I tried up the mountain the other day. I mean, at 5 cents a gram, they didn't want it. Geez, I tell you what, it's hard being an influencer. And when you're giving away free white stuff, it's very hard. Okay.
Only the first load's free.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I've delivered a lot of different things in the past. The last job that I had, I was actually doing a lot of night work where we were resurfacing the roads. I was hoping to go back in doing the road train work. I don't know if you've ever seen the road trains. I was actually hoping to get back into that, but after what my surgeon has said, it looks like it's not going to happen.
Robin. Nathan, sugar is slang for cocaine in some parts of the world. Don't ask me how I know, because then I might have to.
When I go to the US, my next trip to the US is going to be basically a recharge, and I'm going to have to sort of like have a good think and reevaluate what I'm going to do when I get back here. Because by the time my good friend leaves from here, I have to contemplate what I'm going to be doing for work. So I've got to see what I can do and what I can't do. I was hoping to be able to get back into, as I said, road train work going across. There are a few spots where I can get some good train shots and do a bit of rail fanning along the way. Particularly with my wide loads, you can actually have breaks and whatnot here and there. So I'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me next year. If they're going to pension me off early, then I'll have a bit more free time to do something else. And not everything is going to revolve around model trains and trains itself. I like my trains. Don't get me wrong. There's more to things outside than trains. You need to get yourself a break out of that once in a while, because it can burn you out, so to speak. I like enjoying the different scenery. I love stargazing. I like, these guys here and me, we've got something in common. We like nature. We like how it evolves, how it's created. I love going around seeing some old towns and look into its history. Canadians and Australians voted the US. I hope the New Zealanders and English are not planning a joke. Hey, we're all one package here, Happy Valley. New Zealand. Have you look up the Anzacs? If you've got the Australians there, the New Zealanders there beside us. If the New Zealanders are there, we're beside them. That's what we call the Anzac. Yeah, I don't want to work for the railroad either. If I want to keep the railroad as a hobby. I don't want to be a model train manufacturer. I do not want to buy a hobby shop. Because if I enjoy my hobby, it will kill what I enjoy doing. Robin can even tell you, I had a big, huge passion in flying. I enjoyed my flying. I was involved with aerial search and rescue. I used to do beach patrols where we did shark spotting and basically being the watchful eye for the lifeguards in a long stretch on the south coast here, making sure the swimmers are not in danger or whatnot. But with things that went with the organisation became very political, and the backstabbing. I mean, I've still got the pains in my back from all the knives that have been jabbed in the back of me, trying to save the organisation. I lost the taste of it. I've lost the interest. I've lost the passion. I'm slowly getting back into it. We might slowly going back to it now because of me wanting to be knowing I'll be able to go to the United States more frequently. Good night, Andy. I'll see you in the morning. I'll have a cup.
I'll wake up for it.
I'll have a cup of Joe ready for you.
You got to talk to Joyce about that. I've got a backload again. I've been talking about a backload, but we record a couple and then I write a couple more, and it's just Joyce has not either been able to sing or has wanted to sing, or she's been too distracted. We've got a backload of songs. We've got some rather obscure ones, and we got some more popular ones. But we got a few. For example, you might need to know the band Dandy Warhols, one of their big hits. We have a parody of, and Joyce just keeps flubbing up one line. We've tried about 8 different times to record that one. She just keeps flubbing up this one line. We've got a couple of Moody Blues songs that we've got them all written, and the music, we just need Joyce to record them and not flub the lines. Sorry about that, Artie. I had to answer a question.
No.
It was about me.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's fine.
It's all about me.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask my good friend Mick down in Victoria if he can actually do some parody songs for you. But
I've got a couple of songs that I need a good rock and roll man voice for.
Oh yeah, he can. He's another Beatles fan.
But if he could do Foreigner, like Jukebox Hero, we've got a parody of Jukebox Hero.
Oh, we're probably able to talk to him. We might go
do that for me. I'd love, because our buddy Greg did a couple for us.
He's got his own little group. He's into music.
Yeah, well, I thought wasn't he. You and he were in the same band, weren't you? Or is that I'm confusing him with somebody else?
No. We used to. We we're all friends from when we were kids, and like I was in a different band, a family band, but I used to play the piano accordion. Now imagine a guy that normally does folk music and gentle rock and that. Getting a piano accordion with a guy that plays a guitar that plays heavy metal.
You can't do heavy metal on an accordion?
Oh, no.
The whole thing's one big piece of heavy metal. Come on.
It is. But you can imagine the different we're two different. We're more into 2 different types of music, but when we used to get together, I used to bring my electronic accordion over there. He's on the guitar. He's got his drummers in the background occasionally. And we used to go out. And this old man's sitting in his chair, drinking his beer or drinking his vodka, and he's just going on it. Would you want to drive a train for fun? Nathan, I did drive one of the engines when I was younger, and it still works. When we used to have the family day and fun days. I do have a steam driver. I've got to find it. I have driven a 5-inch gauge steam engine. I am licensed for it. But at the moment, I'm not investing money into it because
hey, Bernard C, by the way.
I've got another priority. I'm happy where I live here, but I need room. Can you play heavy metal on the bagpipes? Yes, I do.
Yes.
ACDC.
I actually went to a Scottish Games concert and saw a band from Scotland that had bagpipes, and they were a metal punk band, and they had 2 bagpipes, and they were awesome.
ACDC did it on a regular basis.
The original ACDC did it. Bon
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah. What I do, but I will not do it as. Would I buy my own engine and drive up and down the line? Yeah, it's not that you can't. Oh, you could. No, I don't want to do it. There's the way things are going here. To run that sort of stuff, it's too much regulation, too much politics involved. Young Richard, that comes on our show. You know Young Richard. He's with an organisation down nearby here that does basically sugarcane trains, narrow gauge. And politics has got involved in that with the regulations and everything else, and he's just losing interest. Can you make some kind of steam companies?
My other passion was just driving cars, taking cars and just driving. But the police called it grand theft and said I had to stop.
Yeah, you know what your problem was? You were driving too slow, and you got those little.
No.
You should have got a
driving too slow. No. I never get accused of driving too slow.
No? How come my grandmother left you? How come my old grandmother left you for dead on traffic lights?
Your grandmother left me for dead at traffic lights?
Yeah.
Because she was in her little scooter at the top of a hill. I waited for the light to change. She didn't.
What do you mean she didn't? She was doing it backwards out the garage.
Hey, she was doing great for the sudden stop at the end of the road.
She even got a steam train with me. We were waiting for you. You never showed up.
She was acting like a crazed World War II Japanese bomber. She was going downhill on that little scooter at 120 miles an hour going, Banzai!
She wasn't Japanese. She was German. Get your facts right.
I didn't say she was Japanese. I said like a Japanese. And then she went right off. She went right off that cliff.
Yeah, at least she made
3 somersaults and a splat, and it was over for Grandma.
No, she made it to the other side. It was your grandmother that went splat.
My grandmother wasn't even there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Well, whose grandmother was that? Who was that? Whose grandmother was it then? Might have been Kanga's.
Hey, she came with you and you said it was your date. So don't change the story now on camera. You said you liked them 92 years old and toothless.
Yeah, but, I had to find a sugar mama somehow. We are going wacky now, aren't we? We are wacky.
Blind in 2 eyes, blind in both eyes, and wearing the same dress she'd worn since 1933 at the height of the Depression. It said something about Idaho potatoes on the back. That's all I know.
Oh, no. Her father was a German banker. He owned the bank. And he took this money with him when just before the war. Yeah, that's another story. Yeah, it's just it's just getting into the safety side of things has just gone way too stupid over here, and a lot of the reasons why it's gone that way is because you have some of these people that as soon as they have a little cut finger, they'll sue you for millions. So sadly, the world has gone to a point now where it's over-regulated. They had too many, basically closing the doors for legal prosecution and legality side of things. My priority at the moment is just sort out this wreck issue that I had, get my payment out of there, and get myself a house, get to a bigger place, so I can settle down. Basically, I can settle down and put my feet up and relax. Okay, I can stay here. I've got a fantastic landlord, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Bigger. You want something different and more.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with him in the next 12 months. He can get run over by a crazed motorist up in Sydney. You know,
there's nothing wrong with saying you want something different and bigger. It's just that's when your wife says that to you.
Pardon?
It just that's when your wife says that to you.
She better bloody not. And then again, what wife? I don't have a wife. Not that I know of. Did someone start ringing you again, claim that she's my wife? Oh, God, here we go again. Oh, hang on. Oh, that faker there. How many husbands has she got? Oh, geez. Yeah. G'day, Bernard. Happy birthday. Oh, it's your birthday too, isn't it, buddy?
I don't want to say anything about Audie's sexual habits, but he is known at the clinic by a first name basis.
Yeah, the psychiatric clinic, yeah, but not the other clinic you're thinking of. But what were you doing in there in the first place?
Bailing you out.
Oh, right, okay.
Bailing. Shh, it's the missus.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we were talking about it once, yeah. Look, I'd rather have my own house, Nathan. Okay, you still got to pay your land rates. You still got to pay all your other bills and whatnot. But I'd rather have my own place. At least then I can do things like trackside Mike. If I want to put a hole in the wall, I can put a hole in the wall. If I want to hang a picture up behind me, I can picture up of. And
Artie, technically, you can put a hole in the wall where you're at now. The issue is the consequences afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the key. You want to be free of those consequences.
Yes. Because like here, every 12 months now, we get a property inspection, which means the landlord's agent will...
Hi, train spotting with...
Hey, Barry, how are you? Welcome. Like Robin can vouch for this, Liz can vouch for this, and now Barry can vouch for this. If you're a renter, you got to maintain the place in a clean, livable state where you don't trash the place, you don't put holes in the place, you don't do a lot of things, you don't destroy the property.
Right.
And they come around here and inspect the property with me now every 12 months.
And you want a place where you can come in, sit down, kick your feet up, and not have to immediately then grab an air freshener.
Exactly, yeah. It
would still be polite to, but that's a different story.
But it will be very easy to do that, at least. Well, exactly. Like you see, I'd like to have more space for my trains. Yes, I've got a nice room at the moment, but it's cramped. You know, if I had a basement like my buddy here next to me, I'd be happy. I mean, my trains won't be linked. Not so many of my trains will be in there.
Joyce, are we happy here? Sure we are. Don't we want a bigger house? Yeah, we're good. Liar. At least 50% of this partnership does want a bigger house. This depends on what day of the week, which 50% it is.
Well, you'll just have to move over here.
Oh, hell no.
What do you mean, hell no?
I don't have giant spiders waiting to make snacks of my toes, and you really don't find rattlesnakes. And the only poisonous thing we have anywhere near here is the brown recluse spider. We don't even have black widows.
Look how cuddly that spider was. I mean, you can bat a spider.
By the way, people are saying hi to you and asking how you're doing. She says she's fine. Which every man knows who's had a wife. It means the shit's about to hit the fan. I'm fine.
Oh, Bernard, now you're talking dirty. Oh, you're talking. I had a space like that, but yeah, but that went downhill.
Everybody's doing Homer Simpson.
Like that big layout that I started to do that was meant to stay, that was actually built in an aircraft hangar. That was going to go right around the hangar. But again, that P thing eventuated and no, it didn't happen. When it comes to creatures like that big spider, that big snake that was up in the attic, I don't know where that was. Should I put the link up on it so people can see it? I suppose but
you could. It's funny.
Yeah.
Because you're doing all these things to talk me out of coming down to Australia.
Oh no! You'd be right. I just thought I'd throw that as live because the part I found funny.
Okay, Artie, do you remember my most recent season of Matt Clark, where the character Fredo saw the spider? Do you remember that? Randall Ellison's character saw the spider. Look, a spider! No! He goes nuts. That would be me if I saw a spider that big. And I've seen spiders that big, but there's always been a nice big pane of glass between me and it. Waking up and seeing one that big on the wall would result in severe damage. And he's abandoned his post again. I tell you, can't keep this guy in his command chair.
Oh,
sorry about that. There might be a Matt Clark announcement, but we'll see.
Sorry about that. That was close. It's starting to rain again.
Oh, don't mention that word.
I opened up the car window just so I can air it out a bit because last week some goose left the window open, didn't he? Thinking it was closed when he was settling down for the night, and it rained.
Oops.
The driver's seat was very wet. The driver's side carpet was very wet too.
I was putting up Christmas lights in the rain today.
Oh, that's fun. Let me see if I can find
the weather forecast. The weather forecast for our area, Toledo here, was nice on Thursday. Overnight, Thursday into Friday, rain. Rain would clear out by early Friday morning. And then Friday late morning through Saturday would be nice with a potential rain coming in on Sunday. So I said, all right, I could start putting the Christmas lights up on Thursday. It started raining Thursday and it hasn't freaking stopped. So I finally said to hell with it and put the lights up in the rain today. So somebody would quit nagging me about the Christmas lights being up. Absolutely not.
Nope.
Nope, I'm not talking about you at all.
Not at all.
So as far as you know.
Not nagging you to put them up. You tried that.
I'm just trying to work it out.
I started, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
We differentiate on interpretation of the word nag.
I think it's like
Okay.
There's a couple of things. There's a couple of things on my mind right now.
Okay, I'm gonna share this link up.
You're number one. I am behaving.
Hello, Joyce.
Oh, I thought you were going to
See,
say
when I look at my front,
minutes.
so this is how funny. This is how bad it is. When I'm looking at the front, it's clean. The sun's shining. It's not raining. But at the back, it's bucketing down rain. So if you guys are wondering, I'm not going to play it because of the copyright regulations. But here's this link to the video that
Nathan,
Anthony,
I have a train for going around my Christmas tree.
it's missing a couple axles.
We have a train.
Santa rides first class style, baby. Santa rides the German 01, one of the classics.
We have a train to go around.
Who's we?
Oh, totally we. You know I told you we had to get a better one. Ain't no track. You know, you can use something that you already have.
What? I didn't quite hear that. What was that?
Everybody keeps saying hi, Joyce, and you just keep ignoring it and walking away.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I am going to do a Christmas train during this week because Drew still has got a Christmas train challenge. So I'm going to Christmas float, well, Christmas train float challenge. So
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got so many little things and big things happening. I would like to do that. Shedmouth Junction, I think, is the one doing that, right? You're talking Shedmouth Junction's one?
Drew Steele.
Oh, Drew Steele. Okay.
Yeah.
Martin at Shedmouth Junction in the UK has a crazy, wacky wagon challenge. Wibbly wobble. How's it? Wibbly wobbly. I can't remember how he phrases it. Wibble wobble. Wibble wobble wagon for Christmas.
Yeah, well, you like it. You like it. Yeah, I like that it's Scorpion too. But I like how the husband gets the spider and throws it out to Jeannie, and Jeannie's like, "Oh, what a cute little spider." Right, the biggest spider that you will have here. That I have around here, and I've actually found two of them, and they're called the Huntsman. They do grow big, and they are. So a lot of times they can get mistaken for a funnel web, but they're different color. They can grow up about as big as a palm or hand, maybe a little bit bigger. But they're not as scary as they. I mean, they're not as dangerous as they look. They just look dangerous. Yeah, Ray sent it to. Yeah, it is a classic. And the way she put that video together, it was really good. And she comes from a Korean background. She was a hostess, and does a lot of those pranks and whatnot of what it was like as a hostess and what hostesses feel like doing at times. And I tell you what, she comes up with some beauties. The video of the one eating a mouse. No, I'm not going to go to that one. But that snake, I have not. That python that came out from the ceiling, the last time I seen a python that big, and that was up on the trail up in the mountain. There is a video of Huntsman Dragon. I have not seen that. I have not seen it. But you can't always believe everything. Let's put it this way. You can't always believe everything you see on the internet.
No.
Even though some people guys say it's a gospel truth.
You lie. You mean 90% of those videos are fake?
Yeah. Well, you shot
we put a big loop of track around the Christmas tree, and we have Christmas cars and train that go around it. I used to have a big ceramic village that I would put up, but not around the tree, because between cats, dogs, and kids, we need to keep it off the ground. But also, I don't like to build things around the Christmas tree because the Christmas tree gets pretty full of goodies. I make more puzzles.
Is that the link? Is it Barry? Is that the link to that big spider, the husband carrying the possum? That would have been one hell of a huntsman.
And now that
I'm just trying to get the. I'm just trying to. I can't copy it. We got to be careful what we learn. Well, exactly right, Nathan. We do. Sometimes you got to have a look. I mean, some people got to try to pass on their own agenda. And you got to be very, very careful. Well,
yeah, nothing on the internet is real. I mean, even what you're watching right now is real. Actually, you are a hippie from 1968 on an acid trip, and everything you think you know and have been doing is really just from that acid trip you've been on. Sooner or later, you're going to wake up, and it's 1968.
1968. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Not again.
No, I wouldn't want to go back.
No, I don't want to go back there.
Anything before I was 17, I would like to just forget and move on.
Yeah, anything before 19 for me.
I was 5 in 19. Well, I turned 5 in 68. At the end of 68, I turned 5.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to see it. I'll have a look at it later on. Yeah, as scary as what you see. What people make out Australia to be scary and that, but it's not that scary. It's a misconception, but for me, and eventually this guy will vouch for it on the serious side of it. To go into the Australian bush is actually, and going for a walk, bushwalk in any Australian bush is actually safer to walk through Australian bush than what it is to walk through an American forest. Particularly in my area. Biggest reason why I say that is because there's nothing in our forest here that hunts, that's carnivorous, that will actually hunt and basically eat meat. Over in the US, particularly on the East Coast.
Except for the Australians themselves, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we're not cannibals. Cannibals are up in Papua New Guinea.
No, you don't have to be a cannibal to be carnivorous.
Yeah, but still, we don't have bears here. We don't have bobcats. We don't have wolves. Okay,
well, I'm sure you got a couple of pubs down in Wollongong, or maybe even in definitely in Sydney, that have bears.
Not those kind of bears.
Oh, okay.
The black bears, the brown bears, the ones in the forest that.
Oh, they come in all ethnicities. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, in regards to Barry, that's right, the drop bears. For us Australians, we're right, but for any unescorted tourists that go into our bushes, yeah, they will get attacked by the drop bears. Pygmy possum, yeah, but that's only a small possum.
Only a small possum.
Yeah.
Oh, Slinky Train pull in. I read that as Stinky Train.
So did I. Oh, hang on, that's dust. No, I didn't say the drop bears didn't exist. Marty, how are you? That'd be right. It turns up when we're about to call the shift, over the shift. But like for
Drop
some of us
bears
that
drinking
look out,
Foster's throwing Vegemite at you.
yeah, exactly. But when you like with us, with some of the people that are like going out rail fanning and like to go out towards the forest to get a good shot.
Bye, Dirk.
Bye, Derek. How are you? Bye. At least I can walk through the bush safely. Yeah, but that's up in your area, not in my area. But that's more at the west towards the Pilliga. That's where the Yowie hangs out, Les. And I don't think my mate Anthony could handle that. Because I know one big Croatian friend of mine is built a lot bigger than me and a lot taller than me. Even he's gone scooting across the field of the paddock when the Yowie started shaking the cab of his truck. I never seen a grown man leave tracks behind him like he did. It wasn't just brake fluid. It was leaving skid marks as he was running off.
Feed me. Sorry, that's Nathan DeLay's referencing Little Shop of Horrors. Which has at least 2 movie versions. Jack Nicholson was in the first one of his first roles as an actor.
No, actually, I haven't been. Oh no, I haven't been to that yet. Says feed me Seymour. No, I haven't.
There's a kangaroo loose somewhere in Canada.
We have a kangaroo loose escape. Just give him some pellets. He'll come to you. That's all you got to do. Just give him some pellets. They're not dangerous. Particularly in winter, they're not so dangerous because it's not mating season. But you can catch it pretty easy. You just give some pellets. But yeah, anyway, when I go roll spotting, I feel safe around our
Tim Hortons getting donuts.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so all right, I am going to call it a night and day in the afternoon. Now that
I'm gonna say it's just about noon your time. You can't call it a night.
What do you mean just about? We make a whistle from a eucalyptus leaf. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's early afternoon here. What's that?
Right.
The RTA sign posted and painted pedestrian. Oh no, they didn't, did they? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's an inside joke that Les has put up here about the Yowie. Okay. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for next time up there. Marty, you had the clinic there. So, people, I may not be much on again this week during other people's live streams. I have got a big week. Tomorrow morning early, I'm going to go up and up to the Highlands again. Going to go a little bit earlier. I'm going to take 3 about being an influencer with those little black fellas up there. If I fail this time, I'm just going to give up totally. Be legal for this.
If you're wondering why Artie keeps doing this with his beard, it's because he's looking for remnants from breakfast to snack on.
Oh, will you stop giving them away my secret? Jeez. Right.
Hey, I didn't give away the big one.
Oh, the big one. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Don't do that.
That's why I get the co-host, kids.
That's right. Anthony, thank you very much for coming up here again. It makes it more interesting, I think, for the people here and myself. It's good to be a bit of a joking around.
Well, all I know is I entertain myself, and Lord knows I love to entertain myself.
Oh yeah, look, you're entertaining me, and I guess you'll be entertaining everybody else here. You should cut his beard, John. Show me the money, then I'll take the beard off, and it ain't gonna come cheap. That money's got to go to my bank account, by the way. Anyway, guys, hopefully everybody's going to have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Anthony, you take care. Look after your model trains and that. Make sure they're all safe. Just tell them if they damage anything, he's got more than just you to deal with. He's got the half the world coming out after him.
Yeah, indeed.
All
right, everybody.
So anyway, everybody, thanks for coming in. Till next weekend. Have fun, stay safe, and
I'll be the same. Choose happy trains, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.